Hey man, you see we back at it, man. Full strength over here, man. How's it, Joe? Flat, straight to the camera, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it
Read the
is.
palms, baby. Hey man, big win last night. Look, we not gonna do too much talking on the intro. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, share, subscribe, leave us reviews. Y'all know what we do. We got a lot to talk about. It's gonna be a long one, fellas. It's gonna be a long one. Buckle up. Let's go.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CB. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it.
No, let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
I mean, what did you say? What are we talking about, man?
Get into it.
I feel keeping it a buck.
You heard?
Yeah,
I'd be jamming the intro, bro.
So when that bass drop,
the intro, bro.
When that bass, I turned to a little bit of bachata out here. You know what I'm saying? Just a little mix of everything.
I'm gonna put like a little small camera here to get my intro reactions because I'd be jamming the intro.
Have like a side live stream. You know what I'm saying? Put the second
just
camera.
The intro.
Yeah, the behind the scenes. Hey man, we're gonna do this the same way we did it last time. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to talk about. CB, we know you don't care about time, so there's no point in even giving you a time stamp on that one.
I told them we're gonna be here for 2 joints.
Yeah. We might split this one up, man. Hey man, so Joe, let's start with this one, man. How'd y'all feel about last game? I know y'all like to live tweet through it. I try not to, because I'd be emotional as fuck too. So, Joe, how'd you feel about last night, man? And then we'll go with CB.
Certain aspects, man, I was very impressed with. Very impressed with the defensive unit, particularly the front 7. Very impressed with the O-line and the running backs. Very impressed with Emery Williams, man. I can't front. I'm very impressed. I was very impressed with him, his poise. Impressed with parts of the coaching, other parts I have questions about, but we won, man. Like, we beat Clemson. The way we big boyed Clemson, that's the most impressive thing to me. Like, we thugged them out. Like, we really thugged them out. Like, we lined up and said, yo, we running the whole fourth quarter, son. Like, we are running the whole fourth. Right. Stop it, son. Put 12 in a box. Stop it.
Not even creatively either. Dive.
Yes.
This is what we doing, son. Yeah. This is what we doing. Do something.
So, yeah, that was the impressive part about it, man. And we just got back into the conversation, man. So I'm happy.
Yeah, man. CB, go cook, bro. What you got?
Impressive on all 3 phases. Special teams. We got
Borregale!
Best kicker in the nation. Doesn't get enough credit.
Ice in his veins.
It is a automatic 3. Brashard Smith with a 27 yards for his 1 return. Dylan Joyce flipping field position on special teams. The defense, like Joe said, the defensive line really just dominating. And y'all, Coach Guidry was in his bag. Some of the nastiness he cooked up was just like from one of the first times we've seen him really have 3 linebackers out there consistently and just played them in such a different way.
It was like really he was in a 3-3-5 or some shit.
Yeah. You don't have the defensive end depth, so he bumped West down quite a bit this game. Yeah. But the guys inside that probably don't show up on the stat sheet, Thomas Gore, Branson Dean, Ahmad Moten, Jared Harrison Hunt, guys that don't get the credit, that don't get the flowers, constant penetration all game, just moving the line of scrimmage. Like Joe, we talked about it beforehand, and Joe made the point of 2 phenomenal running backs. Take nothing away from Will Shipley and Phil Moffa. They are both legit talented running backs. Shut down Shut
Down.
Linebacker play great from the reserves and the starters. What I'm loving though is I'm loving the leadership, even from the true freshman Emery on the sideline. Don't get down. We got this. James on the field, making sure Cloyd is in the right position several times, making sure the safety understands. James running over, talking to people seconds before the play, pointing. It's coming together now. But we knew, right? It would take time. We would see flashes, and it would slowly start to become what we wanted to become. We are seeing that. They have to learn how to win, right? They just lost a tight one. What did they learn from that? Hey, we can't just have a surge and a comeback. We got to finish. We got to find a way to finish. There's some things about that I'm not too happy with. We'll get into that later. But overall, all three phases, I'm happy with the way they responded. And the last thing I will say, Clemson fans, I don't want to hear about flukes or lucky or anything, because if TVD plays, we clear y'all by 30. I just want to leave that out there, and then I'll shut up.
All right, man.
30 if he plays, and call me a liar.
Yeah, nah. Man, all right. Where do I go with this one? Man, it was a roller coaster of emotions for me, right? Like, because you watch the timeline, and it's like, man, what the like everybody goes off about every single play, because we live and die with every play. A lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? Joe does his thing. CB.
I was tweeting like a motherfucker, and I was tweeting like a motherfucker. Last
he was on there, son.
Are
we gonna talk about some of your tweets? Because I know
rational tweeter in the fan base.
He's so like that's. Understand that's why me and him started this podcast. The way he tweets and goes about his business and expresses himself is what got all this shit started. That's how it started, yo. Because like he goes off, but he doesn't go off disrespectful. He's like, yo, what are we doing here? Like, he goes like, he'll do some shit like, what is the thought process behind what is happening right now? You know what I'm saying? He goes with that type of shit.
Yeah. It's the best way to be on Twitter.
Yeah, there's because everything else is just emotions. So I respect it. Look, man. Last night was crazy. So I'm watching the game, and I was like, okay, we're in it. Getting a little bit. I understand Emery starting. Look, we knew that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Emery started. I was like, all right, let's see what he got. I was like, okay, keep it close to the vest. Man, but that defense, son. Like, look, y'all know me, man. Trenches is that inside fight is what I love. Son, when I saw 3 linebackers, I teared up. I was like, because he hadn't shown that before. Like, bad. Man. Let's keep it a buck. As bad as Guidry had the moment last week against North Carolina with the tempo, he got it perfect this week. He called a perfect game. Like, to take out 2 monster running backs, to hold them under a yard average, 0.9, son, 0.9. Like, I know I don't want to hear. It was incredible. Like, I'm like, yo, they really can't run the ball. Will Shipley, that is probably going to be in the league, went into the end zone, was like, you know what? I don't want this ball. Here, James, you have it.
You have it at the goal line.
At the goal line. Just drop it here. I don't want it anymore.
And the officials blew that shit dead for no reason. It shouldn't have been blown dead. James could have.
Bro, they actually talked about that on the broadcast too. That's probably a 100-yard touchdown if they don't blow that dead.
Yes.
Yeah,
they talked about that on the broadcast.
We're going to talk about the officials. The officials are going to get their segment in this episode here, because this is fucking ridiculous again. Look, man, that was just all the flowers to the hurricane that is a hurricane, son. Ruben Bain, fam, like the fucking. Look, I told y'all I'm gonna curse a lot on this episode. So if you have your kids in the car with you, especially you, Colorado Kane, you got 2 beautiful daughters, you're in the car with your wife, probably flying back from Colorado.
Ear Muffet.
This might not be the podcast for them. Look, watch it downstairs in your basement. You know what I'm saying? And put the AirPods in, fam. That motherfucker there, that motherfucker was he was throwing linemen around like they're babies. Like, get out of my face. He was tossing them.
Fam, he makes me question what I was doing at 18. I'm like, what the fuck was how was I living, son?
He single-handedly
just people not built
destroyed.
like that. Just I see, I'm secure with the fact that I'm normal. people not built like that. It's just that I'm not about to measure my 18-year-old up against that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not for my psyche. I'm not doing that because that's 38-year-old grown man strength.
Yeah, you can't tell me that's an 18. Like,
nah,
I'm looking at him. I'm going to officials like, yo, this is you trying to tell me he's supposed to be playing with my kids, bro? Nah.
Until my son plays another down, I need to see his birth certificate.
Danny Almonte type motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that grown ass man out of here.
Yo, fam, he's like them pitchers that be in the Little League World Series from like Venezuela, who's like 24. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
They're throwing 98 mile-per-hour fastballs.
That's hilarious.
I
am 18.
Right.
Bro, here's what's crazy.
It's just a piece of paper that says it. You know what I'm saying? I am 18 with $20.
Right? So this episode is dropping Monday at 9 a.m. at 9:30, 8:30, depending on your time zone. Mm-hmm. Right now, this time last year, Ruben Bain would be in a high school class.
Yeah.
Literally in a high school class.
Mm-hmm.
Because of where we are in the season, he would be preparing to practice and play a high school game against some poor individual that just wanted to play football for 3 or 4 years and get on with his life.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like this time last year, he had to be on time for math right now as we speak.
Yep.
And he just dominated. Hey, come on, Clemson recruits good offensive linemen. Like, let's keep it a buck. They've recruited. Dabo's done some good job, some good work in recruiting over the years. These ain't slouches. These ain't just another guys he tossing around. That's somebody NFL tackle he just threw. Like that's
with one arm.
Impressive. With one arm.
One arm. One arm. Just
Reggie White shit. Shout out to Reggie White, man. He was Reggie White in Cats all night.
He was Reggie White, son. Like for him to be the age he is. And what he's gonna be next, like just next game. Forget about next year. Like what he's already like excelled into. He single-handedly makes me, and we've never been about it, right? But now you know the star system is bullshit. Like the fact that this is not you know what I'm saying? Like by every metric and rating, they said nah, because he's not tall enough. He's tossing grown men around. Those are grown men. They get. It's crazy. It's just I say
it is the star system is not bullshit, but it's not the Bible. Whether you get it right or wrong, it's not the Bible. It is just a guideline. It's a tool. Usually, honestly, it's a marketing tool. That's really what it is. Let's keep it a buck.
100%.
Especially for the young men, just to have the stars. It's a marketing tool. But look, man, for every Matt Lee that was a 3-star. There's some 5s they get right, and there's also weird politics that go in there, and that's gonna lead us on another tangent if we get into this. But if he's not a fucking Kane, he's a 5-star defensive end. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, if he commits to Bama,
right? If Kevin Riley is committed to Bama right now, he's a 5-star running back. Mm-hmm. So to that end, I guess Ben's right. It's bullshit. Like
it's bullshit. Yeah.
I guess after further consideration.
After further consideration, it's his bullshit.
Yeah. So long way to say, Ben was right. Thank you.
Ben was right.
I appreciate it.
Long way to say Ben was right.
It is because that is the bullshit though, right? Like he's not that because of where he went to school. Like
Jayden
and
Wayne.
The fact that lost to where the day he committed. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's gonna be another monster by the end of the year, and next year is gonna ball out. So that's like just hurricane.
Elijah Rushing did not lose a star because he committed to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be where you go. But anyway,
it shouldn't.
Was there anything, Ben, from because you do, like you say, you don't react as like the game is going as like me or Joe do. What were your emotions like for that roller coaster of the game, though? Because we don't get to see them a lot on Twitter, whereas they see me, I'm in all caps and shit. They know where I'm at with it. Like, what was it like for you watching it?
I react a lot to how the officials call it, man. Like, I don't like moments being taken away from the players, and it feels like that's what's been happening a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna get on Twitter to like yell about the refs. Like, I hate how this is your job, fam. Like, it's not like it's a hobby. Like, this is what the fuck you do. And to be this bad at it, and it wasn't just this game. Like, I saw a highlight from later on from like the Pitt Wake Forest game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fucked that one up too. Like, I don't like those moments piss me off. And yeah, like, I got frustrated at some of the play calling with Emery. I thought we should have ran the ball more. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having the tunnel screens and shit like that. But I'm not gonna go on those moments. Like, I was like, all right, I have to keep reminding myself, like, he's a true freshman. It's his first start. They're not gonna do nothing crazy. He's a true freshman. You know what I'm saying? And then when they opened it up a little bit, you can see what he could do. I was talking to my barber because he's a Canes fan too. And he's like, yo, he doesn't have to zip. I was like, then when he threw that ball on a fucking dime to Kobe Young, that he just, you know what I'm saying, dropped it at the end.
One.
I was like, the one right before the 3rd and 16, the one that he roped him right over the top, right over Wiggins, but he dropped it like it would have been at the 20. Yeah.
That
was
was a dot.
That was a
dime, son.
Yeah.
That was a
but
dime.
But
son.
the pass,
dot.
The pass that got me, man, it was like 3rd and 15, 16.
The one across the middle.
To Kobe.
The cross.
That shit was beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, right at it was. You know what I loved about that play call? It was right back to Kobe Young, because I think the play before that was when he dropped it. I loved that shit. Like, I just seeing. I was like, yo, like, he's seen. I liked how much he was seeing the field. I was mostly watching Emery, right? Like, I want to see how he reacted because he's next, right? Obviously, there's no more debate anymore about anything else, right? Like, there's no more. Like, I even tweeted it out. Was like, yo,
we can't do that. Like, but
I'm saying, like, last night, the only tweet I had during the game was like, I would have loved to see JB11 in that 3rd quarter. Not because Emery wasn't doing his thing. I thought he played solid. Just for the switch up. The same thing I'm going to keep saying. That athleticism. I love how CB silences himself, but also motions that he's silencing himself. Son, we saw you silence yourself. Yeah, I just don't tweet through it, man. I'll say this. All
right.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, the one thing I do want to talk to y'all about, and I think it's gonna be a point of contention, was the end of the game. Right? The 17-17.
Before we get to that, you think we should spend a second on Emery though before we do get to the end of the game, because he does, deserve his own little.
No, we were gonna.
Not to diminish his, but you know what I mean. A true freshman, late start, he does deserve flowers for sure.
Yeah,
for that performance. I mean, I think because you said you watched him a lot. And obviously you saw that leadership. Was there other things that you saw that let you go, okay, like, we're in good hands if he is the future, that we're in good hands?
Honestly, man, I have zero negative notes. Even like I was like, he's gonna make a mistake, right? Like, you go into he's gonna make one bad read, and it happened, and he was like, yo, let's fucking go. And it happened right before halftime because keep it up. I don't know what Jacoby George was doing on that route. I don't think you're supposed to make that. I don't know. I didn't know. Like, it looked like he was running away. Like, if somebody, I'm saying, it was like he was doing like some weird zigzag motion.
He got cut off, and he just stopped running.
Yeah, he gave it looked like a good pass, but just didn't fight up there. So I'm not gonna put it on him. But that didn't destroy his confidence. I loved his sideline demeanor. Y'all know me, man. Like, I even like TVDs cheering for him and shit like this. I'll give that moment.
Most emotion we've seen.
Yeah.
Ever, son. Ever.
Yeah,
I didn't know he knew how to. I didn't know he knew how to smile. I didn't know. I had no idea. I was like, yo, you can enjoy this. It's a game, fam. It's a game. You've won. You know what I'm saying? You did it against A&M. You've done all right. I love the silent demeanor. I love the like. He never. I don't think they showed him on camera sitting down. He was always walking around, engaging with his teammates, getting everybody. And I thought that was good. I loved the moment after the game when fucking James Williams almost tackled him when he was giving an interview.
Yeah, that was live.
Y'all tell me, right? To me, it felt like he was scanning the field and quickly. It didn't feel like he locked onto his first read. It didn't feel like he was just going to one guy. You saw good possessions by X, but y'all tell me, man, what y'all think about Emery? Joe?
Yeah, I think he played real well, man. I think his OC helped him out a lot. Mm-hmm. His O-line helped him out. No sacks in the game, O-line helped him out. I think early on he had to figure it out. If you notice, he kept getting his balls batted down quite a bit. It was probably like, it felt like 4 in a row that got batted down, man.
But like every pass attempt that first quarter,
yeah. So he had to figure that out, and that's something, you know, as a quarterback, you got to figure out. You got to find your passing windows, and you got to play with your arm angles and things of that nature. So he figured that out, man. And as the game went along, he got more comfortable. He made the right reads, man. Most of the time, he made the right reads. Even like you mentioned, the throw to Jacoby, that wasn't on him. That wasn't on him.
No,
he made the right reads, man. He threw some accurate balls, trusted his receivers, 50-50 balls. We've been calling for that all year.
Especially with Kobe.
Especially with Kobe, son. Like
all day.
You know,
yeah.
And Nate Wiggins is not a little dude. Nate Wiggins is 6'2". You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Kobe's just a beast. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. Like you mentioned, his attitude was stellar. Yeah, he did his thing, man. He had command. He had command of the offense. There were a few times where they had to call the timeout, but he had command of the offense. He had command of the huddle. Yeah, man. I was thoroughly impressed with the young boy.
Yeah. Yep.
There are positives and negatives. A lot of the negatives are just inexperience and things but what I liked is not just he had command of the offense. He looked poised. He looked like he'd been there before. He didn't have a deer in headlights look to him. Understanding and changing protection up front from a true freshman. That's awesome. That lets me know he's been dialed in that room and not just sitting back. When they're going over game plans with Tyler, he is still game planning and preparing week to week as if it's going to be him out there. Mm-hmm. So that's, I mean, it's not a lot of true freshmen out there like mixing up protections at the line of scrimmage. First of all, they're not allowing you to do that in a lot of offenses as a true freshman. That you just don't have that freedom. But because he's a true freshman, there are things that you see that it's like, okay, once he tightens that up. But again, when you see a young guy like this, you want to see the flashes. You want to see, when he tightens that up, this will become that. The ball's being batted down. Sometimes his deliveries can be a bit long, but you see him adjust, and he started to adjust that. Also, you just adjust your angles, and he adjusted. Like Joe said, you could tell that he was like, okay, you know, I can't do X, Y, and Z. What I would have liked to see a little bit more, especially in that second half, like there were times when they were playing like 10 yards off, and like just a gimme hitch was there for the taking. I would have liked to see that a little bit more. I do think we got a little too conservative at times, but the other side of that coin is true freshman quarterback. Like, let's not give him too much too soon. We're in this game. I understand both sides of that. But I was impressed with the young man. I thought to be thrust into that situation like that first start against Clemson, that is a legit defense. Like, make no bones about it. That is a legit.
Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, son.
Yeah, don't let nobody lie to you.
They were holding. First of all, they were fifth in the nation, and they were holding
top 5 defense
to under 100 yards rushing. Like it wasn't a game. We rushed for 2 and change on them boys. You know what I mean?
211 on them boys.
Defense. Yeah. And yeah, I liked what I saw at Emery. There were things that, like, if I was going to compile a positive and negative, there are some negatives, but the positives outweigh the negatives, and a lot of those negatives will deal with themselves with time and experience anyway. But I liked what I saw. I do like what I saw from him. Never looked like a deer in headlights. Like, if that's my biggest takeaway here is he just looked comfortable. He always looked comfortable, which made me want to give him more, which is why I was a little frustrated. I was like, give him more. He looks like, come on now. Like, I'm a big fan of you out there. I don't want to hear he's just true Fred. He out there.
Yeah, no, playing.
And you can see in the second half, Dawson gave him more. And he responded well to having more. Those 50-50 balls. Yeah, they're 50-50, but the ball placement is important. And Emery was dropping
that Kobe Young
dimes.
Yeah, that Kobe Young dime, that up, go get it. Both of them was perfect. It was like, ain't nobody else getting that.
You would like to see him maybe develop a relationship with, Riley, somebody like that. But other than that, like, honestly, I would have to nitpick if someone's asking me to give negatives. he's a true freshman. I thought for his first start, he didn't look necessarily like a deer in headlights true freshman. Much like Ruben Bain, this time last year, Emery Williams was in a high school class taking notes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of,
I'm not about to say nothing bad about the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of flowers, let's give flowers, man. Let's pick personal offense, personal and defense.
Let's go.
Okay.
Everyone, one person can't be the same people.
Okay.
On offense and defense, man, who we want to give flowers to, man. Y'all can go. You can go first, man. Go ahead.
On offense, man, AJ Allen.
Okay.
I think AJ Allen, we saw what happened. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, griped up about his pass blocking in North Carolina. His tough running when Don Chaney was a little, you know what I'm saying, had his bell rung a couple times. His running was, he's not a big guy, right? With 190, 195 on a good day. You know what I'm saying? Right now, still redshirt freshman. His tough running inside, you know what I'm saying, for those tough yards. Because that 211 wasn't like a bunch of big runs besides the Brashard Smith one, right?
It was
hard. Yeah, it was some hard fought yards for these guys, man. So AJ Allen, and look, man, all right, this was gonna be his own segment. So on defense, Corey Flagg, son. I'm gonna say it. I'm not even gonna waste no time. Corey Flagg, that play at the end, you saw that shit. So you diagnose plays so fast, man, and I've been critical of you in the past, and that's been noted. All our episodes are up, man. I don't hide from shit. Yo, for all the flowers in the world, bro, because you are what you've shown to be this year is and you always were a true fucking king, man. People showed up in your room to compete with you, and you're like, nah, man, y'all gonna
Dry
wait.
is done.
Dry is done.
Yeah. and so is my flowers. So there you go, AJ Allen and Corey Flagg. Look at that perfect buzz right there, man. Shot clock.
Buzz. I will start on defense, and I'm about to write an article about this dude for All Hurricanes because he's not getting the love that he deserves. Daryl Porter Jr., one of the best corners in the ACC, period. Mm-hmm. First of all, most people don't like trying him. He's that good. He's been that good, that solid this year. And in run support, he's also been solid. I just feel like Daryl Porter Jr. just not getting his flowers, and that young man has been on the ball. I think that position we were all worried about coming into this year. Yep. And a lot of people won't admit to it right now, but in the offseason, when his name was brought up, a lot of people were like, not him. Like, it needs to be somebody but him. A lot of people felt like they saw what they needed to see last year. But, much like a guy, like James Williams, he has found his footing in this scheme. The way they use him, he seems to just be comfortable out there on that island that Lance Guidry likes putting him on. And he's been impressive. He's been awesome. The pass breakups, the recovery speed, the instincts. There was a play at the goal line at one point where they went with the play action. They went with a bootleg out to the left, and they went with a rub concept. Cam got caught in the wash there, bad, to the point where that should have been a touchdown. Yeah, Daryl Porter Jr. saw that and broke off. The broadcast team incorrectly said Miami's DBs made a switch and passed off. The secondary did not pass off. DP2 noticed and bumped off.
Which you
should. That instinct, that awareness, which you should, yes. But let's not, you know what I'm saying? Let's not give the whole defense credit for something they did not do. Yeah. He did that. Yep. And it's those little things like that we've seen, the tackles, the coming up and being a sure tackler in space. That's what you want. You want a corner that's out of sight, out of mind. The fact that he has been out of sight, out of mind this year lets you know that Daryl Porter Jr. is doing his job. And on offense, Brashard Smith. All right, 6 touches total, $150, took yours. Just an offensive weapon.
We asked for him, right?
We've been asking for him, and we asked for him like this. And Debo Samuel him, and they exactly what Joe is saying though. But we asked.
Yeah,
they gave him his opportunity, and he knocked it out of the fucking park. Yeah. That's what you do when your number is called. You show up and you show out. Every touch yesterday, no matter it was a catch, a run, a return, he made the most out of every opportunity he got.
Mhm.
Deebo Samuel tape, watch it, and then steal it and apply it to Brashard Smith going forward in this offense. That needs to be a staple part of our offense now. I don't care if it's just 5 or 6 touches. They need to be
10
one or
touches.
one or two screens, couple handoffs, couple returns. He needs 5 to 7 touches a game. Find a way to get it to him. I don't care how the hell you do it. Deebo Samuel tape, apply it to him. But those are my two, DP2 and Brashard Smith.
All right, for me, man, on offense, Don Chaney Jr., man.
The Don.
He ran hard, man. After GT, we thought we would see him at North Carolina a lot, and we didn't. For whatever reason, we don't know. But this game, it looks like he got the start, I believe, and he showed out, man. He ran hard. He blocked hard. Like he got busy, man, and he showed, why he was so highly touted coming out of high school a couple years ago, man. So
Facts.
Don Chaney, man, salute to you. Appreciate you, man. You got busy. I look forward to it, man. We've been calling for you. We've been rooting for you. Got busy, man. I appreciate that. On defense,
easiest layup in the world right here.
I'm
Easiest
torn.
layup in the world right here because none of us said it. We left it for you.
Nah, I'm not gonna even do it. I mean,
Really did
listen,
leave it for you.
Ruben, there's no flowers for Ruben. Like this.
That's a tier above, right?
Yeah, it's a garden for Ruben Bain. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
That's
it's
true.
trophies and his
botanical.
You understand me? Not
garden.
flowers. It's trophies in that boy future.
Yeah,
great, man. I'm gonna go with my guy from NY, man, Jared Harrison Hunt. I'm gonna go with JH, man. In my opinion, one of his best games since he's been on campus. He's a vet. He was in that backfield all night. He was penetrating. He was pushing back the lineman. His motor was going. It was crazy. It was crazy. The whole D line, man, but JHH, he got busy, man. He had a great game, man. And I'm glad. I'm happy for him, man. Like I said, man, we watch these guys and we root for these guys, especially 100%. The guys that have been like he's never beaten Clemson. So never. Cats, that's crazy, man. You know that happen. I was gonna say James Williams because that's my guy. That's my guy.
Also balled last night.
Yeah, but JHH, man, that's who I'm giving the flowers to, man.
And Joe made a point like right before the season. It was like, man, we keep talking about all the defensive linemen and the depth. And Joe on this podcast on one of these episodes was like, hey, we're not talking about JHH, y'all. Like, JHH still out here. And I feel like he's been solid this year. And obviously he needed more snaps. He had to take more snaps last night. And to Joe's point, he stepped up. I think we've seen him do it in spurts this year, but he's just taking up space, eating up blocks this year, and just being a problem in the middle. Like he don't got the sacks, he don't got the TFLs, the tackles, but he's just being a menace in the middle.
Yeah, DT's a thankless job.
He's doing that thankless
it's
job.
Just like center, it's just like guard, it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like LT too, man. LT
had a great game last night.
Yeah.
Had a great game last night.
He said
KJ Cloyd.
Yeah, KJ Cloyd, man. He got busy, man.
How did he not see the field at Louisville? Like what
injuries
going on there?
Injuries. Yeah, he was injured a lot.
Yeah,
because
a lot.
Boy,
he had a lot of injuries. Yeah. But Thomas Gore, Branson Dean, Ahmad. Like, you know what? Those two, look, JHH and LT did their thing. But like when the rotational guys came in, Ahmad, you didn't see a drop off. You did, like, they were getting the same. I love that. Like, they all answered the bell. You know what I'm saying? They were all up for the challenge,
Branson
man.
Dean
So
is
I saw
problem.
Branson Dean's, Thomas Gorson for being the smaller guy is a problem in that gap. It's crazy. Like, it was, man. Oh, that defense was cooking, boy. That defense was cooking. Anything? All right, man. Look,
we talked real quick about the scheme Coach Guidry cooked up.
Oh,
The 3-down lineman, man. And
3-3-5, 3-3-5.
He switched it up, man. He cooked last night, man. He definitely cooked.
There's still some guys in the rotation I'd like to see that I think later in the season we'll start seeing. I want to see Jaden Harris just a little bit more out there. I think Jaden has flashed anytime he's come in when James or Campbell need a breather. I like to see Jaden Harris out there more.
Brown, man.
Yeah, that one is interesting.
He made that one. You remember what he had, a pass interference.
Yeah. But like, right? But he was like right
but
there.
We're about to start facing some big receivers.
Like, it's either or.
Yeah, it could have been. You could have not thrown the flag. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It wasn't like egregious. You know what I mean? Like like it wasn't. It was like they're both fighting for the ball. Devontae's like, no, you ain't punking me, son. That's all. That's what that was like. No. That try that hand fight shit with somebody else.
We're about to start playing some real nice size receivers, some big guys out there, and I just feel like his length, his size, his physicality. I'd like to see him some more out there too. But I mean, how do you argue with the job that Jaden Davis and Daryl Porter are doing?
Oh no,
it's like with the receivers. We want to see rotation, but then it's like these three motherfuckers cooking. Like it's hard.
And it's not like we have some comments from the last one. We're saying like, yo, we need to see these guys. We need to see that guys. A couple people in the comments were saying that, yo, you need to realize that if we're not seeing those guys now, that's for a reason. I was like, fam, like you need to rotate guys to show something else, to show different dynamic to the other team. You might not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, throw them the ball or target them, but if a DC's looking at that or an OC's looking at that, but like, oh, they use this guy in this situation. You know what I mean? Like you need to show that to break tendencies. It might not necessarily be to do some wild shit. You know what I mean? Like you could get a couple plays.
Joseph the football.
See what I'm like that. Like they didn't know we were going to use Brashard the way we did, right? That's the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you could show different things, different ways. It's.
I don't think they didn't know TVD wasn't playing. I don't think, you know what I mean.
No,
so that
was
kind of
that
could decimate. That could decimate your defensive game plan. Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Susan tried.
I mean, honestly, they dodged a bullet. They would have gotten washed. they would have gotten.
But
washed.
you know, they were playing.
They're caught off guard.
A lot of X. They was
a lot of X. Yeah.
They didn't know what to do. Yeah, great job by them keeping that under wraps till the snap. You know what I mean? Because they were thinking it's gonna be
because even his he's gonna warm up before the game to see if he can go. He never did. He went out there in street clothes and sat down. That was all Mari. Them boys knew Tuesday he wasn't playing. I need to. The boys knew Tuesday.
That's the one I got DMs about on that one. I was like, yo, what's going on with TVD? I was like, hey man, just get ready for Emery. I don't know.
Game time decision, bro.
Game time. That's all I know, man. We don't do that stuff here. So
that boy came out in a sweatsuit and chucks at game time.
Yeah.
Clemson was
all
stressed.
black. You know what I'm saying?
It was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. Y'all go ahead, have fun.
Because then at Clemson, like Dabo has to think, okay, is it 11 or is it 17? Because that's two vastly different game plans.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
So,
either way, they didn't get.
And if TVD's not playing, do we see number 11 as well? We got to prepare for that just in case, you know. So
that's what I'm saying. You don't know who it is, so you thinking, shit. Do I prepare for the dual threat 6'6" Superman, or do I prepare for the true freshman? I have no idea what he can do. I have absolutely no idea what Emery could do.
They did show 11 celebrating with 17, which I loved, man.
Quite a bit. From
all accounts, ain't no negativity there, man. He's celebrating, jumping up with him. I probably would have jumped up.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but that quarterback room on the sideline, they be rallying around Emery for that game. Like them boys, the second he came back to the sideline, they was like, all right, come here.
Son, he got TVD.
What you seeing? This is what you should be seeing. This is what you like. Them boys were coaching him up.
Yeah. He got TVD to smile. That's more emotion than I've ever seen him on the sideline. So that's good, man. Oh man,
he's happy as hell, man.
No, this is how he does it because he's in a different space, and it's
the long pan to the side.
The long pan because he's like by his window. I think he doesn't know. I'm still gonna keep it until he comes back because I'm just gonna make it real awkward. He's by his curtain now. I don't know what's happening.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
And shop. I know that by heart.
Caneswear. Caneswear.
Caneswear.
You know what I mean?
Caneswear all day.
Caneswear.
You know what I mean?
Caneswear.
Okay, all right. No, we're not doing the hat thing, Joe. We're not doing the hat thing again.
Caneswear.
You leave that up there, CB. Don't you dare. All right, look.
Caneswear. You know what I mean?
We made it 42 minutes.
The infamous hat returns. Hey Ben, what's yours?
No, that's okay. So first of all, that's how long, son? You waited that long for that?
That was the nicest way to ask, son. I said, hey, dude,
He greeted me.
So sweet,
He
the way
greeted
asked.
me so formally, son. He was like, "Hey, Ben, hey, man, what's going on? Everything good with you? But where's your hat?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, where's
Boys got mad light? Where's yours?
Where's
Yeah.
that's so weird. That's you. Hey, Ben, where's your hat? Have you? How come we don't have one. That's so strange.
I was asking as a friend.
It'd be the ones closest to you, man. I tell you,
This is a
it'd be the
legit
ones
question.
close. Yeah, no, a hurtful one at that. A hurtful one. All right, look, we made it 43 minutes up before I was disrespected by my team. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question, man. What the fuck is a safety?
It's a person. It's a defensive back in a defense that What did you say?
He muted himself. You muted yourself.
Okay,
son.
you muted yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zaquan Patterson.
right. Cam Kitchens, James Williams, safeties. All
Caleb,
safeties.
Caleb Spencer.
Oh, safety.
Caleb Spencer.
Caleb Spencer, Jaden Harris.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Rodney
You mean the
Harrison.
variety?
But you know what a safety isn't apparently? A safety isn't when a
When you
player
get
gets
tackled in the end
tackled
zone.
in your
That's
own
not
end
a
zone.
safety.
That is
Yeah.
not
not
a
a
safety.
That is
No,
not
that
a
is
safety.
not a safety.
Right?
No,
So
no,
when
no.
your
Safety
entire
is Cameron
body is
Kitchens.
in the end zone, if your entire body's in the end zone with the football,
With the ball.
it is not a safety.
Most
With-
important
yeah.
part.
It gets spotted on the 1 yard line, second down.
Yeah.
Because of forward progress, even though he's retreating to
Yeah.
the end zone. Yeah.
Let me tell you
So
something about
the
intentional
defensive
grounding
player
too.
would have had to wait another second until he actually got in the end zone to tackle.
So like to the white meat, like you know what I'm saying? Like he would have had to like get tackled back there and then possibly
Yeah,
maybe it might be a safety.
maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
It's only a safety if you're not wearing orange and green. Like
Yeah.
if the way the rule works is if you tackle somebody in the end zone and you're not wearing a U on your helmet, you're awarded 2 points and they kick the ball to you. If you just so happen to be Miami, it is second down for some strange reason.
Yeah.
And then they review it and
it
then
can
they
never
give
be
you-
overturned. Never.
It can never be overturned.
They
But
never
it turns
see
out
it.
they actually can overturn things because they did on the touchdown
quick.
very quick.
that.
It's almost as if that guy was
the tight end
asleep,
catch.
but he woke up for that one play. The explanations we get, you can't say inconclusive evidence no more. Not with HD. Not with HD. You can't, because seconds after you say you have inconclusive evidence, I have clear as day HD photos and videos on Twitter to my phone.
Yep.
You can't tell me that that evidence is ever inconclusive nowadays. That word should not exist with the kind of cameras we have.
They just lying.
The screenshot went viral seconds after. Like what? Like all jokes aside, it's not just against us. This ACC officiating crew has been terrible this year. Not just in Miami games. So
no.
Disregard the color jersey I'm wearing right now. They have been bad. Period. Not just in our games. They have been fucking terrible to the point where they don't even hold themselves accountable when they make a mistake. They double down.
There's no point in getting better.
I don't understand.
Pitt lost,
and it's
so-
across the board. It's game after game. It's not just Miami games. This conference, their refereeing crew is abysmal. It's terrible.
Pittsburgh lost the game yesterday because of it. Like their quarterback scrambled, slid a yard after the first down, and they counted him down like when he thought about possibly sliding a yard earlier, which was like on 4th and 1 or some shit. And the next play, Wake Forest scored. Like they cost them the game. You know what I mean? Like again, disregard who we are. Y'all see the logo, y'all see what we're about. But man, it is just embarrassing. Like fam, like I was like, oh, that's a safety. Like I didn't even like think about it, right? Like it wasn't even like a thing that like it was up for debate for me. It was like, oh, he's completely tackled in the end zone. Like the ball's gonna say like if like that's not. I'm not thinking like, oh, but analytically it might not be. What you know what I'm saying? Like he thought about going for it, so they're not gonna like, oh, he's tackled in the end zone. That's a safety. Like in every football game I've ever fucking seen in my life, that's a safety. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a safety. Like it's a wrap. Like, and then they're like, no, it's not. Oh, but we're gonna review it. Yeah, you know what? Still, it's not.
Yeah. I feel like they're watching Everybody Hates Chris when they're reviewing our shit. They're not watching the game. They're watching some other shit. Yeah,
they're watching catching them on Seinfeld or some shit,
bro.
Yeah.
They be in there playing patty cake.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
And then the Wiggins taunting, like I'm not one to beg for penalties, but let's keep it a buck, bro.
Oh, the one that kept talking for like 20 yards.
If James Williams had done that, they would have pressed charges.
He had 2.
They would have actually filed a police report.
He had 2 when he pushed the dude's helmet down. Kobe Young, because he dropped the pass, he did that, and then he was talking to Isaiah Horton. That's 2 on sportsmanlike conduct.
For what felt like 6 minutes. It was like, bro.
And the worst part is the ref is walking back with him.
Yeah, and talking to him. Hey, don't do that, son. Don't do that.
You have your helmet locked to this young man's helmet.
Mm-hmm.
For what honestly was about 45 seconds.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah. What didn't Flagg just get a penalty for something like that?
For less than that. For fixing his helmet after attack.
The nicest guy in the ACC just got a penalty for that.
Yeah.
For hurting somebody's feelings.
No. It's wild.
Like
it's wild.
The inconsistency with the crew, the Matt Lee chop block, like the inconsistency.
That he tripped. He tripped.
He tripped.
He tripped, son. He got a flag for being uncoordinated on a pole. You know how fucked up that is? Son, and there was a play where a couple weeks back, I forget I guess who it was. Might have been UNC or Georgia Tech. Kiko got a rough in the passer for going low. I think it was GT. It was.
Yeah.
Emery got rolled up on. Yeah, Emery got rolled up on. Bad. No, it's not. That's fine. That's fine.
Snapped him back too.
Look, I'm gonna say it. The Kiko one by the rule is on sportsman because you can't go low. It's a Tom Brady rule, right? That's the Tom Brady rule. You can't go low on a quarterback. That's fine. But the same thing happened to Emery. They don't call it. Is it because he's a freshman? Is that the rule we're going with? Like if you tackle a freshman quarterback too hard, it doesn't matter because that's the rule.
I hate that football chart where they're like, well, he don't get that call because he's a freshman. It's like, but his body got bent back. Like,
yeah, that's
we all know this is an involuntary pain response. Yep. No football player ever, when they're getting tackled, goes, "Let me open up." That's an involuntary because the pain's somewhere back there and you can't reach it. So you trying to find the that's what scared me when I saw him open up like that. I was like, oh, that means he's rolled. His leg is rolled up on right now. He's trying to goddamn. So usually when you see a quarterback do that, it's those reactions that get the penalty, right? When they see a quarterback get hit and then goes like this, they throw a flag because sometimes they penalize the reaction that they see versus like if a big hit sounds hard enough before the refs see it, they're gonna throw a flag nowadays.
Yep.
Because they assume helmet to helmet. If you see a quarterback, okay, that means his leg got rolled up on, flag. My quarterback, literally, my 6'5" massive young man is
pause.
And the ref was like, damn, that looked painful. Second down.
Didn't they miss an intentional grounding too?
The
Yes.
intentional grounding was horrible. That's what I was talking about earlier. The intentional grounding was horrible. I don't see how that's not like that. That one was like the blues
Blatantly
from Hard Rock
intentional
was
grounding.
insane. After
Yeah.
that, the TV was like, I was like, damn, they sold that bitch out. Like it sounded like they sold it out after that intentional grounding. The booze, I was like, man, they got 80,000 in that thing.
Yeah,
And I wanna
I think he did it like twice before he got called on.
I want to smack myself because this is the game I chose not to go to.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I need to.
Hey, you probably shouldn't go to games no more. This could be a sign.
Facts. It could be. That's what my wife said.
Hey, I didn't do the halftime show. I was like, I may not ever do this more again. Like,
you notice I haven't made a graphic for a post game show since GT. I was talking to Joe about it. I was like, you think we should do one? Joe's like, it might be too late, man. Like, it's gonna be midnight.
I took a week off content and we beat Clemson. I may quit this whole YouTube shit.
Show up on episodes.
I may quit all this shit. We win the national championship. I quit all this shit. That's just what it looks like.
I'll end the pod if it's a wrap. Hey guys, thank you so much. We got nothing else for you.
Carmona, I'm a shipping and receiving manager. I'm fucking out. Nah.
So listen, CB, do we know? And Benny, man, I don't know. You guys are the analytic, fucking smart guys of the pod. What mathematically? How do we get to the ACC, man? The championship mathematically, like so.
No,
that's a good question.
North Carolina lost.
They have to lose 2 more. They got to lose 2 more games. No, they got to lose 2. No, because they beat us at the head, so they would have
common opponents. Yeah,
they beat us at the head. They have to lose 2. They have to lose 2 more.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I think Louisville wasn't off this week. Who the fuck did Louisville play? Who else is up there? Duke. Duke has their first loss in the ACC, right? So we're still behind.
Yeah, Duke's 2-1. We need a little bit of help.
We need a lot. We got more than our fair share. But again, I think the ACC is a lot tougher than people think, man. Like the ACC is tough.
We got 2 losses. Who else? Who has 1 loss in the?
So right now, Florida State's in first place, 5-0 in the ACC. Louisville 3-1 in the ACC. North Carolina in third, 3-1 in the ACC. Duke is 2-1. Virginia Tech 2-1. Boston College 2-2. Georgia Tech 2-2. Clemson 2-3. And then the 1-2 teams is us, NC State, Virginia, and then it's
All right, so Georgia, Virginia Tech will lose more games. We play Louisville. We have a chance. Oh, Georgia Tech, yeah. We play Louisville, so we have a chance to beat them head to head and give them 2 losses. UNC needs to lose 2 more. Yeah, that Georgia Tech loss proves huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it really hurts this equation if we got that Georgia Tech dub. Because we control our destiny with everybody ahead of us. Clemson's 2-3, but we beat them already. Boston College, we beat them. We take care of them. Virginia Tech, we beat them. We take care of them. We have no say-so in Duke's schedule.
No Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Virginia we play this year. We don't play VT.
Yeah, we play Saturday. We play Virginia Saturday.
We play Virginia, yeah. So those
Florida
are the 2 we can't control. We can't control Virginia Tech or Duke because we don't play them. But we got to beat Louisville. We got to beat Boston College.
Still plays UNC, right? Florida State has to play UNC.
Nope. No? Florida State does not play UNC. Nope.
Shit.
And they don't play Louisville.
Their schedule right now.
The top.
We need to see who Florida State's going.
They got Florida State has Wake Forest, Pitt, us, North
Texas,
North Alabama, and then Florida. They got North Alabama.
Yeah, they good money. What about go to UNC schedule real quick? Go to UNC schedule.
Is it at Wake? Is it at Wake Forest
for Florida State?
No,
Florida State is at Wake Forest. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
It don't matter. They going. They in there. It don't matter.
I know, but I still want to have that loss. Wake Forest is a weird team. Wake Forest be showing up and like doing some wild shit.
Okay, so UNC has Georgia Tech, scrappy. They have a team called Campbell. No disrespect to Campbell.
North Carolina.
I've actually never heard of it. I mean, no disrespect, but I've honestly never heard of this school.
They're the Camels. They're the Campbell Camels.
Wow, that's terrible. Wow, that's
Dead ass.
Are you fucking with me, or is this a real?
Dead ass.
CB took a pause. CB was speechless. CB speechless is already wild. Hold on, wait, what? He fixed his glasses and everything.
Whoever did that is hilarious, and a friend of
Also,
mine. Whoever came up with the camels for Campbell, they were like, "I'm a."
Hey, yo, they
What a villain.
They put a fucking think group together. Like, you know what would be a good one?
Are camels, or do camels have any relation to the Carolinas at all? Is there anything they can draw from that they
So, what the fuck? Son, if I go to Joe's crib, if I go to Joe's house and I see a fucking camel crossing sign, how the fuck you don't tell me this shit?
Well, we do have Campbell University right down the street, and that's where we farm camels over down there at Campbell. Holy shit.
Yeah, everybody
I honestly
knows
had never heard of this shit before in my life.
Everybody knows North Carolina is known for its camels.
It's known for its camels. Large camel population. Largest camel population.
Everybody knows that. You didn't know that shit?
It. The whole country back in the day ran horses, rode horses. Back in the Carolinas, was riding camels.
Oh my God.
Trade back in the day.
Oh shit, I'm crying, son.
Holy shit.
Crying. Just to see a fucking camel crossing sign. What the fuck is that?
I would pay good. Look, I'm gonna go on AI after this and see just like an old timey black dude on a camel from the Carolinas back in the day. It's fucking hilarious. All right, so back on. So they got
one more. The now entering North Carolina is a fucking camel on the sign.
It's a camel. If y'all didn't know, the Joe Camel and the cigarettes were actually made in North Carolina.
Tobacco
where
Road.
they get their name from. Tobacco
Road, yeah, man.
This is starting to make some sense. Did they name themselves the cigarettes? Did they name themselves after the goddamn cigarettes?
There's also a university
a
called the
cigarette
Newports.
mascot?
I am not familiar with the Campbell
Camels.
mascot history.
Let's put some respect on it. Put some respect. It's the Campbell Camels.
I'm sorry. And I mean no disrespect by this, but Campbell, I need to look up y'all's I need to
You know who's the coach though?
Hold on. Joe sold them short. They are the Fighting Camels.
Oh,
you understand me? Not just a camel, they are the Fighting Camels.
No.
This logo is hilarious. It's what you would expect. It's an aggressive running camel. I don't even want to show it to people because I want y'all to look it up yourself. It's an aggressive. It's an aggressive running camel.
Does it have a cigarette in its mouth? Oh, I feel like it should.
He doesn't. But you know what? They got a new fan today. I'm now a fan. So back to their schedule.
Didn't know they existed.
I've roasted the shit out of this university, and I apologize to anyone that goes
I'm sure it's
there.
a great university. Good luck to all the students.
Honestly, it probably is. It probably really legit is.
Yeah.
But they got Georgia Tech back to you. So we're back to UNC schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got Georgia Tech next week, Campbell, and then Duke, which is gonna you know how rivalry games are.
Duke might get
you can flip a coin
Duke
no matter how. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You throw out the statistics when those games happen. So Duke, and that's going to be a tough one. And Duke will be healthy around that game too, because Duke has got a lot of injuries, so they'll probably be healthy there. Then they got to go to Clemson, and then NC State to close it out. That's not a popcorn schedule.
Okay, that gives me something. That gives me something. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a popcorn schedule.
We really got to handle business, son. We really
can't lose another one. Can't lose another one.
We got UVA coming off a huge high from beating UNC. They're going to be in Florida. And then we got to go to NC State. That's going to be tough, man. That's going to be tough.
And it just gets worse for Clemson, boy. They got NC State next week at NC State, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah.
South Carolina will be a W, though.
Dabo, Indeed is an app that's free. You download it and you put your resume on it for potential.
LinkedIn works too.
Yeah.
Can I just go? Give me about 30 to 45 seconds here on Dabo. Just let me.
Please.
Listen here, you bitch made $850 haircut.
Hold on.
I don't.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is Joe not being a part of the podcast. Listen here, you bitch made $850 for a haircut. Future Tommy Tuberville wannabe. Fuck everything you stand for, bro. Like the first time you had to deal with adversity after winning multiple national championships, you threw your quarterback under the bus. The first time you have a couple losses, this is what you do. What is that? No. Come on, son. You just.
I was trying to figure out why I'm blowing up. That's why I'm blowing up.
Oh my God.
If y'all see me kept clicking off, I was trying to figure out like why my mentions going crazy.
Well, that killed everything. I was just saying. Damn. Armando Blunt just flipped.
All right. Quick reaction.
Fuck.
Recruiting is boxing. You take a punch, you land a punch. Yep. Get back on the horse and get her done.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a defensive, Ben, solo me out. I'm just playing. But I'm going to cut this because I need to say this.
No, I got you. Hold on.
If you...
I'm going to figure this out. Hold on 1 second. I got you. No, that's not the one. This is live editing, guys. Give me a second. No,
just leave it like that.
Either.
Don't worry about it.
No, here we go.
Don't worry about it.
We'll figure it out. There
All
we go.
right. If you are a defensive lineman in the 2024-2025 class and you watch what Ruben Bain has done and you do not want to come play with a guy like Ruben Bain, I am confusion. You know you're going to get the snaps here early. You know you're going to get worked. You're going to get developed. You have Coach Jason Taylor in that locker room, a guy that has done this and has his own gold jacket. A guy who did it unconventionally, a guy who was told constantly, you're too skinny, you'll never make it, etc. You have a absolute star on the defensive line, Ruben Bain. As a guy that's inside, you're getting no double teams for the next 2 to 3 years because Ruben Bain is on that defensive line with you. Guys like Jaden Wayne and Marquise Lightfoot and Elias Rudolph. We have 3 of the top 25 pass rushers in this 2024 class. If you are a defensive lineman, come slide to the U. You will have a successful career. We produce NFL talent at the U, and we have guys in that locker room that will prepare you for the next level. How can you not want to play with a Ruben Bain? That's all I got. But that's recruiting, right? You win some, you lose some. We're gonna go flip somebody. We're gonna do all right, so we did it last year with Fletch.
Joe got sleep apnea. Wake me up in December, man.
Wake me up in December, man. We'll
Hold
see.
up, man. Wait, I want to finish with this. We got a little bit. Ayo, Dabo, fuck you. All right, that's all I got.
That was kind of trash. Him throwing Cade into the.
It's some bitch shit, bro. It's some it doesn't make sense. Like he's won national titles, right? Like me and Joe roasted him, on a conversation that we had. You won national titles, son. Like this is the first time you've lost 3 games in who knows how fucking long, and that's how you react. That shows what kind of person you are, right? When you're dealing with adversity, it shows you who you are. That shows you who you are. He's gonna. Like, why anybody would want to play for somebody who's at the first sign of a missed tackle or something is going to do that? Fam, you hired your offensive coordinator. That's your team that you fucking recruited. That whole team is yours. You've been there too fucking long to make excuses for it. So get the fuck out of here, man. You got fucking bullied. You got thrown off the ball on both sides in the trenches. That's your O-line. That's your D-line. So I don't want to hear shit from you. To blame your quarterback is trash, and you're a trash person, but we knew that already.
All right. Yeah, wake me up in December. Hey, the website is gonna be up soon. as soon as CB writes his bio,
And Joe.
we're gonna have it popping. You're gonna be able to get merch.
Yeah.
They're gonna
go get the new merch.
They're gonna feel like if they don't see the website Wednesday, it's 100% on me. Is what they're feeling like.
Joe's a genius.
Hey, when y'all see this, when y'all see this bio,
yeah.
that bitch gonna be 8 pages long. It's gonna say nothing.
The bio gonna be popping.
It's just
CB's bio is gonna be just ingredients. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Look,
the graphic not even fire though. Like if we really want to talk about it, the graphic's not even fire.
It's trash. Yeah, it's almost.
My bio's gonna say this is
like the graph. Like I'm sorry, I'm so upset.
Go.
The graphic not fire.
It's trash.
It's just
trash.
not.
It's not good. It's almost like, how do we want to do it? Like,
bro had three fire commitment graphics from the squad. Yeah. 3 fire ones, all 3 of them different pictures too.
Maybe they got
and
different
they stole
internet, maybe they got different internet, man. You know what I mean? Like
look, I'm gonna keep the same energy I always keep with any other recruit. I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
No.
And we move on.
And it's not December yet, man. You know what I mean?
It is for me.
Some people offer a lot of money for commits.
Early.
It's for me.
Early.
So it's not December yet, man. You know what I mean? So.
Look, this was a real moment, man. Look, Joe told y'all, man, the website coming. You know what I'm saying? We told you we're gonna cook for y'all, man. We're gonna cook. Website coming Wednesday is gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? When you see the link, tap in, man, and you see how we cooked up, man. Look, Wake Me Up in December is gonna be there. Let Them Cook's gonna be there. Is that a sombrero, son? Are you on vacation?
Straw hat. Shout out to One Piece. Straw hat Luffy.
All right. Yo, from now on, you gotta wear that hat on the pod. Just rock it. Just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Wake me up in December.
If I didn't make the hat joke about you yet, there's a hilarious joke to make right now. But I've already gotten one in.
Yeah, you did. That probably
I didn't mean to on that one. I didn't
that was a
even
good
mean
one.
to.
Nah, you let him. That's how we do on the show, man.
The childhood came out.
All right, man. Last thoughts on Clemson. Oh, you at?
We won. We won.
It's over.
I'm good.
CB's got to recover from the news that just popped off.
Yeah, hey, he's a recruit. Recruiting hit CB hard, man.
His whole energy changed, son.
Yeah, recruiting hit CB hard, man.
Yo,
CB gonna be happy though. I'm gonna be real happy when I get.
Yeah, he gonna be. Yeah,
I'm gonna be real happy.
Yeah,
in December, that thing happening.
December is the move, man. It can't change, right? You saw the initial reaction, but it can't change. The motto is "Wake Me Up in December," man. Joe said it, and we live by it, man. That's the only thing that matters. We're just saying. You know what I mean?
I don't know who that is.
We up out of here, man.
Let's go. Okay.
Let's go, man.
I'm just saying we staying strong.
We just saying we don't change, man. Say You Heard podcast. We out.